guys are really well known for high-end watches, Cade, like very high-end watches, like above Rolex. I mean, they before this, they are a massive, not massive, they are a very reputable watch brand. One of the top 5 in the world, in my opinion, from what I know about them. I'd heard about them before that, the watch side of them. So now they've done a collab with Takashi Murakami. Now we know him. He collabed with Clone X. He's done a whole lot of stuff with them. He collabed early with Clone X, very early, even before all of this. He's got his own collection, Murakami Flowers. He's done other very notable collabs. So you got a very notable Web3 artist and a very, very notable Web2 company collabing together, which is always good to see. And they, again, are launching physical watches with his flowers in them, Hublot watches, which I think is freaking cool. And I think that to see them coming together like this, 2 worlds, is just really exciting to me. I'm loving what we're seeing here.
This is sick, dude. Takashi Murakami, goddamn, this motherfucker's doing really. I mean, he's doing well because the projects have done well that he's worked with in the past. But he's also got that incredible brand. So this is really fucking cool, dude. I mean, it really just goes to show for myself, just every single time something like this happens, it's just more and more proof that like this is a thing. Like otherwise they wouldn't bother jumping in. I mean, yes, there's some money to be had, but they wouldn't be spending money, resources, companies, even countries, nations wouldn't be bothering if this wasn't really, really starting to catch.
Yeah. So what's interesting here, it's a collection size, Kate. It's 13 NFTs. So remember, Hublot is very exclusive. So it's literally 13. You're actually buying 13. Let's say you want to buy one. You're actually buying the watch. But the watch is coming with an NFT. Like we've always said, Rolex, if you buy a car, it should come with an NFT. If you buy a wife, that marriage certificate should be an NFT. If you buy a house, if you buy
did you say buy a wife?
I know, I was being funny. If you buy a house, that should come with an NFT. Proof of ownership, right? So here, if you buy one of these 13 designs of Hublot watches, they come standard with an NFT. And what's going to be very interesting for me here is to see what the NFT alone, the secondary market on the NFT alone will be. Because there's going to be some people who just love the look of the watch. They don't know the NFT space. They don't know who Takashi Murakami is. Because if you're not in Web3, I don't think you really know much about him. And they might just get an NFT and see that they can sell it and get $1,000 and be very happy with it. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, bro.
Just trying to decide, like, if you bought the actual watch, they're not tied together, I guess. You can always sell the NFT once you get the watch.
You can sell them separate, but I think as far as like Hublots are typically collectible, right? And you would want it. So there's 13 designs, but there'll be 13 unique designs, but there'll be 300 and something NFTs. It said it somewhere. Saw it earlier. 324 NFTs in total, and so there'll be 13 different designs. I don't know if it will be equally split or if it's going to have different rarity, right? And then you can only get 12 designs. If you own all 12 NFTs, you will be able to purchase the 13 design, the rainbow version.
Whoa! You'll be able to own all 12.
Wow. So there's a bit of gamification there as well.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Wow.
And each will retail for CHF 50,000. What is CHF francs?
I do not know actually.
Swiss francs, yeah. So that equals R1 million in South African rand. So that equals $60,000.
There are some big boys and girls that would pay some good money for those Hublot watches and Hublot NFTs.
Exactly. So that's exactly what I'm looking at is what does a Hublot watch cost like by itself? And again, I don't know whether these are genuine and I don't know whether these are new. That's used 160,000 rand.
Jesus.
I would imagine that's a new one, but I don't know. Yeah, I told you they're very high-end watches. It's hard to know whether they're new or not. Yeah, Chrono 24. It's interesting, bro. Interesting to see just different use cases for this. Again, it's going to be very heavily collectible. There's only ever going to be 324 of these things. So I think that's really cool from a watch perspective.
Yes, I agree. This is cool shit, dude. This is really cool. This is how you should be doing it. So I'm a big fan of this.
Yeah, and I like different companies coming up with the like products specifically for that collab. Yeah, very cool.
In the future, I imagine like the NFT, there will be an NFT that attaches to it that won't have any trading, like it won't have like a trading component. It'll just be more like, yo, you bought the thing, so you get the NFT. I'm not sure how that'll work. It'll be one of those things like coming later. Also, why is everyone on TikTok keep saying stuff about, I think the third or fourth person that says something about UBI? Oh wait, no, that's just one person. Never mind. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Continue. You may proceed. All right, Cade, we got Yuga and Rider Rips deciding to settle. So this is just interesting because it's, yeah, I mean, it's a little bit interesting, but more interesting because it's interesting to get into, I know I just said interesting like 400 times. It's interesting to get into Yuga's legal mindset in general because of these CryptoPunks from